I am back, my fellow weebians, to give you What If Deku Was Experimented On Part 1. And this was the idea came from my thumbnail maker. You know, this 3D, you know, and like shouts to him. He's a great thumbnail maker. I mean, you can see by the thumbnail right now. But yes, he wanted this what if, so I'm gonna give it to him. And the other what ifs I'm gonna be doing is what if Deku can change what has basically oh, he basically can do everything what that fake Sasuke can do, like, you know, yeah. On the beach. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna finish all my what ifs that I promised to do, and I'm gonna do it. So it's probably gonna be God Destruction, and that fucking shape-shifting shit. I have to go back in the past. I have to find that paper. Okay. This is Experiment on Part 1, and let's start. Like, this is gonna get a little dark, you know? Ooh, like, super dark. Probably one of the darkest ones I got. It's maybe darker than the villain one, but I was laughing a lot, like, Deku struggling, the funniest shit I ever saw. Pain, have trauma. You have trauma. That's why you're a wuss. Like that, a comment. Okay, you guys call Izuku a wuss, but I would be scared of the same guy that, how should I say, tortured me for like what? Like what, 11 years? 11 years? Like, I would not be scared of the guy who tortured me, called me useless, gave me trauma, gave me anxiety, gave me basically everything that was fucked up that could have made me kill myself. Like, I mean, like, I would be a pansy if that nigga, like, ooh. And you might be thinking, what about revenge? No, because I don't feel like going to jail and my consequences. But yes, I would be his ass in the Euroverse thing. And he cries a lot. I mean, like, it gives him the character, you know, depth and shit like that, because, you know, it's Izuku, the cinnamon roll. I mean, like, he has to be humble because, like, he can't go hard. That sounds wrong, but he just can't be, you know, that type of person because he probably resents that. He just doesn't want to be a Bakugo. And the only thing that makes me mad at Deku is probably him saying, "I want to be just like you, Kachan. I admire you for being a hero." I'm like, Deku, shut the fuck up. Like, fuck Kachan. Isn't All Might your idol? Not that fucking pansy ass douchebag who told you to kill himself. And you might be thinking, like, nah, just because he thought Izuku disrespected his ass. Bro, if someone disrespect me, I'm not gonna torment his whole life. Like, no, Bakugo has anger issues, and don't blame it on his freaking mom because discipline. I mean, like, if you fuck up one time, if you say a bad word, blah 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 blah, nah, like anything that keeps going, like, be in trouble, you're getting disciplined, my guy. Like, like you're gonna get disciplined, like get hit in the face. And some, like, look, if you don't discipline your child in the future, I'm not saying, but they might become a school shooter. I'm playing that. Not pointing fingers at any of you guys, Karens, but like, discipline's like a good option. A little good option, not too much, you know. Just give him like a, I don't know, smack on the wrist. Like a little hard smack, just like that. But yeah, let's get off this. And let's get into the experimented. Now, we start off, not at the beginning where Inko and that. No. We're going to go already at the age of 4. Izuku, he was happy to know. Okay, yeah. Izuku was happy to know. Ooh. Sorry, guys. I'm just thinking about this fanfic I'm going to read after this. Now, let's get back into it. Now, Izuku was 4 years old, and he was excited that he's going to go to the quirk doctor and learn what his quirk is. He's thinking that's going to be fire breathing, you know, emitting flames, like rapping, but never mind. He opens the door to his mother's bedroom and jumps on her bed, saying, Mommy, I can't wait. Let's go to the quirk doctor now. Inko, you're going to hate Inko right now. You're going to hate Inko in the future. But Inko's like, yes, Izuku, let's go. But before that, brush your teeth and get ready. I'm gonna make breakfast, she says. Izuku's like, okay, mommy. And he leaves and gets ready. Inko's like, I love that child. You're not gonna be saying the same thing. But he's gonna be like, moneymaker. Yes. So after that little what, 3-minute time skip, Izuku's ready. They get in the car. They drive to the quirk doctor. It's probably the hospital, or yeah, hospital. They go there. They open the door. They ask for a question. Bing, 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 bong. And now they're Izuku's getting diagnosed. Getting his diagnosed. Yeah, he's getting experimented on. They inject him with quirk. I'm playing now, but they're injecting Izuku with not. Why is I say injecting? No. They're testing Izuku if he has a quirk or not. Well, oh, I gotta love this. Now, like I said, Izuku, he's sitting next to his mother playing with his All Might toy, and Inko's like, it's just a little laugh, just seeing his child. The doctor comes in and sits down. He sighs a little, and then he looks at the paper, and he says it straightforward. Sorry, it's not gonna happen. And Izuku's like, what? You're not gonna be a hero without a quirk, kid. Izuku drops his All Might toy, and in disbelief, he's like, what? It goes like, my child? What? And her whole view of her child takes a 180. Like, she used to be like, loving Inko. Hey, I don't hate Inko. She best mom. Debate me, nigga. Like, but first, I have to do it like I did with Chaco. I have to make her more evil. And I know you guys are going to be like this. What? You're going to make Inko bad? And like, look. And to my heart, Ochako is one of the best characters. One of the best characters. The best. Get the fuck out of here. It's Mei Hatsune. Like, get off her island. Like, Mei is the best character. Debate me. Sorry, Deku, but Mei is pinnacle of all racism. He's a pinnacle of everything, my guy. Like, calm down. Like, the fuck is he talking about? Like, Mei is omnipotent, god level character. One sentence she just says is just greatness, bro. Like, you can't. Mei is the greatest character of all time. Mei is the greatest character. Hey, yo, shut the fuck up. You a simp. Shut. You want me to beat your ass? I will beat you. That's what I thought. You a simp. Shut up. No, let's get back into it. But like Izuku. Where is that? Oh, Inko takes a 180. And when I mean 80, she takes a 180. She's not thinking about her beautiful baby boy anymore. No, she's thinking about like a quirkless. Ew. I don't touch those kids. Like, who touched them quirkless kids? Like, ew. Defective. She's saying in her head, but she's like more like, Izuku's quirkless. That's so defective. All those kids are gonna be bullying him. I should just do the same too. I mean, he's nothing anyway. She's thinking. Izuku's like, what? What do you mean? And the quirkless like, you're quirkless, kid. You're disgusting. Ooh, that must hurt. Izuku's like, what? And he's like, Izuku, let's go right now. Sorry, doctor, for wasting your time with this kid. Oh God, wasting your time with this kid. Let's go, Izuku. She grabs her son's wrists and pulls him out, and the doctor sits down and is like, whoa. Even fuck, he's disgusting. He's quirkless. And then he leaves. Everyone leaves, and I'm about to get super hard into it. Like, I'm gonna get like not even neglect. This shit's gonna be so fucking bad. So I'm gonna like give you like the gray areas, but it's gonna get like dark. So yeah, time sketch is house, and Izuku's sitting in his chair watching All Might, but Inko's like, Izuku, get out the chair. We don't let quirkless kids on it, like yourself. And Izuku's like, what, mommy? He's like, don't call me mother, you disgusting child. Disgusting. He's like, no, mommy, I love you. He runs, and oh my God, this is not even considered discipline, so don't think about it. I know I'll talk about discipline, but please, it's not discipline. It's just like fucking douchebaggery or some bullshit like that. Like I'll throw this Inko, not the greatest mom in the world Inko. All hail her greatness. She's dummy thick. This. But yeah, this Inko's a fucking douchebag. No, yeah. Izuku's running, mommy! And what I mean, Inko bitch slapped the kid. She bitch slapped the kid. Like, backhand that little nigga. He's like, don't touch me. And he's like, but you touched me. Did you talk back? And he's like, that's all you can hear. Izuku wakes up with bruises because he got knocked out. He's crying, and let's give a little time skip. Like, let's see, he was 4. I'm gonna say he's now 6 years old. 6 years old. Inko, she became a drunk. I mean, a drunk. Like, bad drunk. Like, drunk. Ugh. I wouldn't say, but like, she became a massive drunk. Like, she started drinking after a thing, calling Izuku useless, calling him names inappropriately, calling him trash, garbage, barely feeding the kid, showing that he's just garbage, and that's what she's saying to Izuku. And the same goes in school. Bakugo, he's a massive prick in the anime. Imagine if Izuku didn't have support in his mom. Like, this nigga must have suicidal thoughts by now, even in the age of 6. Ew, because her mom's just calling him useless and a monster. So, yeah. Izuku, 6 years old. And this time, Inko gave him a full meal. And she's like, you're giving me, wait, this is kind of fucked up. You're actually giving me more than 10 pieces of rice? Is it? And that's fucked up. That's big messed up, my guy. Let me erase that 10 piece. You're actually giving me 3 chicken nuggets this time. You usually just give me 1. Thank you. And he says, and he's like, don't thank me. She calls up someone in the black web, selling Izuku. Ooh, human trafficking is such a bitch, my guy. Ugh. I don't like that human trafficking stuff. I don't like talking about that because it's so sad. You have to go through that, but Izuku's about to go through it. So yeah, she calls up the black market, selling Izuku to the black market and shit. And yeah, Izuku, she only put like, I don't know, like 13 grand. So yeah, sad Izuku. What? Yeah. Well, it'd been a week past, and there was a buyer, and Inko smiled and said, "About I'm gonna finally leave this brat." Ooh, with a hard B too, brat. She smiles, and yeah, a day later, the guy comes, and it was Kirigiri. Yay! It's gonna be mad depressing. She opens the door and sees, okay, she's like, okay, Izuku, this is where you're gonna be with forever. He's like, mommy, what are you doing? I'm no more your mommy, Izuku. Go with the nice man. But Izuku, she raised her hand, her backhand. Izuku flinched. She's like, oh, okay, but I love you. Like, she's like, shut the fuck up. And he's like, okay. Izuku cries and goes to the man. Even Kirigiri, even though he's a villain, he's like, this bitch is fucked up. I saw death before, but I'm about to deliver her to the same guy. Kirigiri's like, he's like, damn, this kid had a long life, but I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna give it to the doctor. Oh, and before we do that, let me show you something. You know the doctor that diagnosed Deku quirkless? It was not the same doctor in the canon one. It's a different one. So this one, the doctor, the canon doctor in My Hero never saw Deku. So yeah, boy. And yeah, and in this story, you're just gonna love this one person, bro. Like, ooh. I'm not just like, oh wait, who's gonna be the ship? Well, he's gonna be experimented on, so we have to have a ship, right, guys? I know. Why I did the Ida thing with my hands? I just started chopping the air. What the fuck? But yeah, Izuku went to Kirigiri, and Kirigiri just threw him in the car and just drove. Izuku's like, that hurt. And he's like, be quiet. They get to a weird abandoned hospital, and it's not like abandoned, but there's like lights and everything. It kind of looks good, but looks evil as shit, like something later. They go inside. And they walk in. Izuku's like, "What are you doing?" And Kiri's like, "Fuck. Sorry. I'm about to give Deku 9's abilities. You know 9, right? Yeah. 9's abilities. But instead of I'm not giving him 9. I'm gonna give him multiple quirks, not 9's abilities, just multiple quirks. Okay, you're gonna love it. Okay. But yeah. Izuku, Kurogiri just threw him to a bunch of guards. The guards grabbed Izuku. The guards threw Izuku inside a room where a bunch of kids are, starving children too. Kurogiri leaves, blah blah blah. Izuku's inside the where the bunch of kids are, and the kids, Izuku's like, "Where am I?" And the kids didn't even talk. They just look dead, but they're alive, just breathing. Oh god, I hate this. My mind just going through it like that, but yeah. Izuku, he's like, "Where am I?" A guard comes in. The kids flinch a little. They know what's gonna happen. The guard grabs the back of the gun and just hits Deku in the head. He says, "Shut the fuck up." Deku falls in the ground and he's bleeding. He's like, why you do that? And the guard just kicks Izuku in the stomach. Izuku's like, ugh. He flies back and hits the wall. Goes down. He's like, ugh. He coughs. He's like, "What are you?" And the guard just stomps Deku. Deku's knocked out and he leaves. Now Izuku knows that he can't just fucking talk. So yeah. I'm gonna say a day later happens, and the quirk doctor and the canon one, or I don't even know his name. I'm gonna call him Goggle Man. I'm like, no, Gargamel. no. But I'm gonna call him Doc. Doc proceeds to go with 2 guards and says, "So we have another kid, huh?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, but he talks too much. I had to show him a lesson." The 2 guards smile and laugh a little. The doctor's like, "You guys are too brutal with my patients," or more like test subjects. He laughs too, chuckles. He's like, "Well, I should meet the boy and inject him with a little new experiment I have." The doctor walks. He just walks and he just sees Izuku. He's like, "Guards." He walks to the cage where a bunch of kids are. They open it, and he's like, "Guards, get the kid. I'm gonna have it inject him with some, candy." The guy's like, "You have some weird way of telling him about injecting with him with some shit." He's like, "Yep, you know it. Now let's get this kid down right now, or you're fucking fired." And he's like, "Yes, sir." They grabbed the kid. They just threw him in this room where a bunch of shit is, like a bunch of equipment. Then they grab Izuku, put him in a chair, and put chains around, not chains, or they just tied belts around his hands so he doesn't escape to the chair. They tied him to the chair. The doctor comes in. He clicks his flicks the sorry guys. He flicks the needle that's on his hand, and he's like, "Okay, kid, don't scream or I smack the shit out of you." And I said that. He's like, "Don't scream, it won't hurt that much." He laughs. He's like, "It's gonna hurt like hell." He injects Izuku with a bunch of not quirk enhancing. It's more like a bunch of DNA of people with quirks and stuff. So Izuku's like, "No, please." He's like, "No, please leave me alone." And yeah. He's like, "Well, we're finished. We're gonna see the side effects later." He smiles. "Guards, get him off and put him back in the cage where all the kids are." He looks like, "What did you do? What did you do to me?" Izuku says, and the dog's like, "What did you say?" And he just backhands Deku. It's like, "Shut up, before I beat the shit out of you more." Izuku's crying. The guards threw him back in the cage, and we're gonna do a time skip. Izuku was 6 years old in that time. No age for some kid to go through. Two. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna go. Let's see, 8 years in the future. 8 years in the future. I think Izuku's 14. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 18. Not 18. 8 years in the future. Izuku's now 14 years old. So yeah, let's get the rundown of what happened to Izuku. He been tested with a bunch of quirks. Not tested. He been tested with DNA of people with quirks. He been tested with how should I say? A bunch of strong ass quirks. I don't want to get a rundown, but like he kind of has a little one for all in him. You might be thinking, well, we need a one for all. I mean, no, all for one. They injected him with all for one. They thought nothing was gonna happen because they injected a bunch of kids with all for one and nothing happens. But it looks like Izuku was the chosen one, and they injected him with all for one, and now he has the power of all for one. But this time, his quirk is, I'm just gonna go out there, is more OP than like all for one is, because they enhanced the quirk, like DNA enhanced. Like Izuku can not just take quirks. No, it's more like a copy quirk. He can take them and have it forever. But there is a technical backlash. I'm making Deku OP, but he has to learn everything about the quirk. He just want to fuck up and just fry himself. Like he has to find a quirk that can take away all weaknesses to quirks, and that's gonna use this for the guy who only had that one quirk. Okay, but yeah, Izuku, you know how imagine Todoroki, but 10 times worse. Like he doesn't talk and shit. He has murderer intent, but is he gonna be a hero? Is he not? Who knows? But yeah, Izuku's 14. He just looks around with dead eyes. He doesn't even feel anything anymore. He doesn't feel emotion. He's emotionless. But not for long. There's gonna be that special one girl that's gonna show him something. Or some shit like that. Come on. Now, Izuku. He just sitting in. Okay, by the way, not good. Like he's sitting in the room where a bunch of skeletons were. It was the cage. The kids, they didn't make it because they were useless in the doctor's eyes, but a beautiful sunshine in Izuku's eyes. And he told the guards to never touch Izuku because he is unique. Izuku, he just looking around, just seeing a bunch of bones. He's like, he's just looking like he doesn't even know what to feel anymore. Like he's like, oh, should I feel like what that word called sad? Like he doesn't know. He's like, Izuku, he's intelligent too. So like all my boy Deku are big brains. Like Izuku, like yeah, bro. Like it sucks to be Izuku right now, but I don't know what to say. But let's get into it properly. Izuku's in his cage. He hears an explosion. When I mean explosion, I mean like a fucking explosion. And he hears, "I am here." Wait, properly. "I am here." Good. And Izuku, something hits his eye. Like not like his eye, but like something sparkles in his eye. Something that he forgot a long time ago. Something that he gave up on. It's he's thinking like he's just thinking about the words, that word, his name. He's thinking about the name of that person. Oh my. He smiles a little. He's like, but then it's gone because he thought about All Might never saving him till now. He's like, then his eyes turns dead again. And the doctor's like, shit, and the guards are just shooting at All Might, but All Might's just dodging all that shit, like, and just hits the guards and the doctor. He actually escaped. While the guards were leaving him off, and almost, dang it! But I heard there was kidnapped kids here. All Might looks around and he just sees a cage, not like a cage, but like, I call it a cage, but it's not like it. It's just like a little box, just a box with the smallest vent so the kids don't crawl out of there. All Might's like, they're probably all in here. He opens the door and just sees one 15-year-old and a bunch of bones. All Might's like, he just covers his mouth. He's like, damn it. If I was fast enough, I could have saved them all. How can I call myself a #1 hero when a bunch of kids needed me? He says, but at least I can save that one. As if he just looks at All Might. His eyes it's just turning dead and alive at the same time. It's just sparkles, but none is. And All Might's like, young boy, are you okay? Izuku's like, he's not even saying anything. He just doesn't say anything. He's scared, or not scared, but he learned the lesson of getting his ass beat, so he just doesn't say anything. Like learning, if he says something, he's gonna get beat up. That's the feeling. He's like, come with me, you'll be safe. You'll feel free. Izuku's like, he just stands up and he just looks at All Might with a blanket expression. He just nods. All Might grabs the kid's hand, but not hard, because All Might feels like he never probably felt affection before. Wait, why did I say it like that? Affection. He probably never felt a proper human touch. What? No. Izuku, Baka, but he's like, he just grabs Deku and picks him up, and they All Might opens the door, and Izuku, he feels like he's blinded by seeing the sun. Yeah, he's blinded by seeing the sun, and All Might, Izuku's like, he just screams a little. He's like, ah, and All Might's like, are you okay? And Izuku's like, why is it bright? And All Might's like, it's the sun. What? It's the sun. Don't worry, he's gonna get smarter. He's gonna read books and shit. But he's a fast learner, so yeah. He's like, this kid really looks like the kid really was in there for a long time. All Might says, a bunch of paramedics come in and shit. Yeah, a bunch of paramedics and shit. They come in and take Deku. All Might's like, I feel bad for the kid. Let's try to trace him back to his mother. But they don't, because you know why? I am here. I'm playing now. Okay, let's get a little time skip. Izuku's in the hospital. They give him treatment and shit, testing everything. They say he has a quirk, but they don't know what his quirk is. They like, it looks like he has a quirk, but we can't figure it out. The doctor says to All Might, and I'm gonna say Nezu was there too. To All Might and Nezu, because All Might is talking about this kid and shit. Feels bad. He doesn't know what to do. And I'm gonna say we can't trace him back to his family. And there's like and there's just like, yes, it feels bad, but why does it have to do anything to me? I mean, like, All Might's like the dickiest move ever. He's like, well, he's been experimented on, and you have been experimented on, and then he's like, what does that mean? And Deku's like, not Deku. All Might's like, a common interest, and it's like, I'll be there, but don't bring up that, or you're not gonna find your successor. Nezu says. He gets in his limousine, and then we're back in the present. Nezu and All Might's there. After what they tell him, he's like, the doctor's like, well, we might know what his quirk is, and All Might's like, yes, what's his quirk? And Nezu's like, his ears peaked. He's like, quirk? I want to see what quirk he might have that this doctor went experimented on. But Nezu is so far off. Izuku was born quirkless, so yeah. It's like, well, the kid's quirk is called One Above All. And All Might's like, what? Yeah, One Above All is such a good name for the Izuku's quirk. He can like copy them but have it forever. One Above All is All Might thinking like, what is this? And he's like, One Above All is like a quirk, but it's a quirk, but instead of stealing, because this quirk looks like it originated from this other quirk called One for All. We had a little back research on that word, and we just let's not get into that. But this quirk can copy quirks and have it, but not steal, and he can give quirks too. He can steal, copy. He can steal quirks, copy them, and give. Almost like, I have to make him my success. I'm sorry, no. He's like, this kid. If I groom him, that sounds wrong. Wait, no. If I groom him to become hero, is groom a bad word? Or like is groom like sexually something like I keep going to TikTok and hearing this man groomed this child, bad man, take him to jail, bad, me feminist, take him to jail, he's a bad person, because basically every woman talks about that topic. Like, I'm just trying to see Deku being gangster and good drawing and shit. Like, let me be in TikTok for that, and jokes and dark humor. But alas, that will never happen. So yeah, Izuku's quirk is not One Above All, and yeah. But the doctor before he finished talking about the quirk, and she's like, well, that's not it. And he's like, what about the quirk? No, about his personality. He's completely broken. It shows he looks dead. He's confused. He just has a lot of trauma in his hands. I just can't get with it. The person says, yeah. She's like, it's too much. What he had was too much. Like, words couldn't describe what Izuku been through. And almost like, I should have been there in time. Damn it. And it's like, wow. You know what? Almost like, what? You know what? He thought, almost like, you know what? What? I might adopt him. Wait. Almost like, what? You adopt him? But you barely know him. I know, but at least I can try to know him. But if I don't know, I feel like we have this. We had the same experience. Same experience. We've been both experimented on, and I just don't know if you, Nezu, you don't like humans. If I didn't like humans, why am I next to you? Good point. And Nezu just walks up and sits down in a chair. Deku, he's awake, but he's not even looking properly. No, he's looking everywhere. He just looks dead, my guy. And he's like, hello, Izuku finally talks. Izuku. Last name? Don't have one. Okay, Izuku, I heard you've been through something. Izuku's like, yes, I've been through many things. It's like, yes, I've felt such pain before. Izuku's like, it piques Izuku's interest. Really? What do you mean you felt my pain? I also been experimented on. I was saved by All Might, of course. I think that's what happened. I was saved by All Might, of course. All Might his smile just gets wider. He's like, haha, the good old days. And Izuku's like, really? You also went through what I have. And Nezu's like, yes, I did. Well, Nezu grabs a teapot and he throws it at Deku. Now he's a scar, and now the Todoroki boys are formed. I'm playing. No. I always make light jokes against something so sad. Like, I don't know why. That's like a thing of me, like a thing apart of me. Like, I always make a joke in like sad moments. But no, Nezu grabs the teapot and pours tea in a cup, and he gives it to Izuku. Izuku's like, what's this? And Nezu's like, well, this is tea. And he's like, what's tea? It's more like water with green leaves. Izuku's like, He grabbed. What the fuck was that? I was like, he. No, Deku grabs the cup and he just drinks it. Izuku's like, he's like, this tastes good. Or mostly, well, Izuku tastes it. He's like, this tastes good. Something he never tasted before. He not gonna. This is like the first time in a long time. Izuku starts to cry. Like, one of his eyes starts to cry. He never felt the pleasure of tasting something good. He usually just tastes something plain, nothing at all, or just throw on slum at the floor. Izuku's crying. He's like, thank you. Izuku's voice is back. He's like, much obliged. Now, All Might, let's get the adoption application. Izuku's like, adoption? Yes, I'm gonna take care of you. We have much in common, so I think I can raise you properly and why do I use groom? I'm gonna say raise. Raise you properly and groom you. If you want to be a hero, as Nezu says, and Izuku's like, the dream that he had as a child, he starts to cry more. He's like, yes. Yes. Izuku's crying. Like, real crying. Almost like, this boy looks like he barely cried in years. Why am I using a different accent? No, I'm not trying to even use an accent. Why is this boy even crying? What? This boy looks like he didn't cry for years, All Might says. And Nezu's like, yes, he does. Nezu, All Might are about to leave. Okay, we're gonna check on you tomorrow. Tomorrow, All Might says with a smile. And Nezu's like, yes, we are. Izuku's like, wait, I have one question. Degu's like, what are you, Nezu? And Nezu's like, I don't know. Am I a bird? Am I not bird? Am I a bear? A squirrel? A dog? Who knows? And Izuku, he just smiles. It's like, I wonder. Yeah. Now let's do a little time skip, guys. Not a year, but probably like a month later. Izuku, he has a little more emotion now. He feels way better. He just feels more happy overall. You know, something he never felt before in a long time. Yeah, he never felt till he was 4 years old. He was just feeling at home, such, or he just felt more happy overall and everything. Like, he just worked on himself. Nezu finally finished the application to adopt Izuku. Izuku's like, thanks, Dad. And Nezu's like, oh, my heart. Or my bird / squirrel / dog heart. I can't take it. Izuku smiles. Oh, by the way, Izuku has a quirk, like multiple right now. The kids that died in the cage, ripped the kids right there, but they had quirks too, like good quirks, but you know, they're dead, so they'll never have them. So Izuku took the quirks, or Izuku got the chance to take their quirks before they died. So let's get a rundown about their quirks before we keep going. Okay, first quirk is lightning manipulation, earth manipulation, fire manipulation, and water. Okay, I know. This is not wait, what I said? I said lightning manipulation and lightning, earth, water and fire and air. So yeah, that, and he can do more things with it. So yeah, Izuku took 5 quirks from 5 kids. They were all what's like that word for like 5 kids? There's like twins, triplets, quadruplets. What's the 5th one? Yeah, they were all like no, they were all like twins and stuff, but they died sadly for them. Izuku has 10 quirks in total. The 5 I told you about, those were the 5 kids. Sadly, they're dead. Now let's talk about the other 5. The other 5 quirks. Quirk enhanced. Izuku not quirk enhanced, but it's more like how should I say enhanced. His body can be stronger and stuff like that. So he has like how should I say? Imagine 70% of One for All. That's Izuku right there. But he can't control it properly because that dude was bony as fuck, my guy. If he even tried to use the quirk, he'd probably blow off his own arm. His own arm. Like, look, it's gonna have backlash. So if Izuku worked out, and that's what he's gonna do, he's gonna work out. He can control the 70%. Like, Ken and Deku right now. If he works out to that point, he can use 70%. So, yeah, the 70% is no joke, my guy. That's pretty strong, and this is the quirk that's just godly. Look, it's technically useless for the person that had the quirk before, but not for Izuku. The quirk is called nullification, or the quirk nullification, or I don't know how to say it. Cancel. The quirk is called cancel. It can cancel any backlash that from the quirk that has it, or like it can prevent any backlash for the body. It's technically not used at the same time. So if you hit a wall, the quirk is pretty badass if you think about it. If you hit a wall very hard, you get the sting from hitting the wall, right? But with cancel, you wouldn't get the sting. So it'll like cancel any pain or any backlash. So that quirk is pretty fucking OP. But in the same time, that will help Izuku use the quirk enhanced. Not quirk enhanced, but the 70%. So if Izuku uses it, he will not feel the backlash. But Izuku's gonna work out because I don't want that nigga to be bony as hell. Like I don't want him to dance as those guys from Spooky Skeletons. Like, no. And okay, I did what 1, 2, but now I have like 3 more. Actually, I'm gonna give you guys the 3 quirks, the 3 more quirks for you guys. So down below in the comments, I want you to give me Izuku's quirk. Or not give me Izuku's quirk, just give me names for all 3 of his quirks. That's gonna be there because I already did all of mine. So suggest down below for the 3 other quirks. Because the cancel one is pretty badass. So Izuku's not gonna get any backlash from it. So 3 quirks is on you guys. So let's get back into it. Nezu, not gonna be lying. Nezu lives in a fucking mansion. Like he runs you away. He's not gonna live in some dirt hut like the animal he is. He's gonna live in a beautiful mansion with a bunch of maids and shit. Izuku, he's like, He's looking around, he's like, this is pretty big. It's not bigger than the cage I used to be, but hey, it's better than where I was last time. Izuku has a sense of humor in this one. He laughs a little. He's like, he bites his lip and cries a little. He's like, his sense of humor, yeah, he laughs at it, but he cries at it at the same time, thinking about the pain he went through. Poor Izuku. I just want to give him a hug, man. Like, you deserve a hug. This Izuku deserves a hug, and basically and Canon Izuku. Like, you guys been through so much, my guy. You like, good. Like, been through so much. Like, if I couldn't do anything, I would go to your world and punch the shit out of Kachan. Like, I'm like, just Kachan like this, nerd. I just come out of nowhere, just go like this, and Bakugo just falls down and get knocked out. And I look at Deku, straight up at Deku, and say, "You could be a hero." Izuku falls on his knees and cry. Then I just dip. Oh, and then I stomped out Bakugo, and then I did. That's me if I went to My Hero Academia just to do that. I'll just do that, just dip. Ah yes, such greatness, such little feet. Now where was I? Oh yes, Izuku was looking at the man. She's like, huh, it's pretty bigger than what I expected. Bigger than my cage. Izuku laughs, then cries a little, like I said last time. And then Nezu's like, Midoriya, why do I try to use a British accent when I think about Nezu? I want to stop that. I want to stop using a British accent when I think, oh, wow, that's kind of fucking racist if you think about it. When I thought about British people, I think about tea. Like, that's kind of fucking racist. Yeah, I need to change that ASAP. That's like stereotyping. I mean, Americans did just threw their whole tea supply in the fucking harbor. And you know what's the racist shit? You know what's the most racist shit the Americans did? They were wearing Indian fucking clothing. I was like, I was done when I read that shit. I was like, oh my god. But yes, let's get back into it. Izuku, he's like, yeah, yes, Dad. Izuku's like, he just says Dad, or like he just says Dad, and it just echoes in Nezu's head. He's like, thank you, Midoriya, but let's get inside. Nah, and Nezu's like, he's holding his heart. He's like, he will never feel that word Dad before. He's like, oh, I'm so proud. But yeah, there's a let me give you the tour of the house. Izuku, the mansion. I said Izuku's house. I was about to say it's mostly Nezu. No, it is Nezu's house. But yeah, there's a library because Nezu's big brained. Basically everything you need in a mansion. That's it. I'm just talking about the library because that's where Izuku's basically gonna spend his whole days in the library. Yes, probably boring, but still. But Izuku's room is pretty big. It has an indoor closet, a bedroom, for sure. Like what room doesn't have a bedroom inside or a bed? It has like 2 bathrooms at the same time. Like there's 2 toilets, and there's a jacuzzi in one, and a tub. There's like one jacuzzi, 1 tub, and a shower, stuff like that. But like Deku's living the life. But I mean, I said living the life, but like if I say 1 year ago he was living poverty, not even poverty. That shit was god dang worse like that. Poor Izuku. I feel so bad for him. Don't worry, Izuku. You'll become the #1 hero. I promise you that. But still, Izuku, he's happy right now. Like he's happy, but he's having anxiety about his past, thinking about everything. Sometimes he gets depression, but it goes away a little. But nah. I would have full blown depression if I had that type of life. Poor Izuku. Ripped to the kids that were stuck in the cage with him. And Izuku, not gonna lie, he had bonds with them kids. Like I said time skip, but that time skip, yeah, the kids, they talk to Izuku a little. When the kids are not looking and stuff, they talk to him. They play little games and stuff like that. But now they died. But Izuku took their quirks without knowing, because he touched them. And not like that type. Guys, come on, hey yo, step it. But I don't know what's gonna be the ship. Down below. Give me ship options down below. And bing bong. Okay. Izuku. Izuku. He goes in his room. He just lays down. He's like, this bed feels comfy. He sleeps. He's having this dream. He's having dreams about One for All and All for One fighting, and he's wondering, All Might, because it's been a month. Izuku got a bond with All Might and Nezu, and he calls All Might Uncle Might, just like Melissa. Uncle Might. So Uncle Might's fighting this. He looks. He sees All for One just how should I say, levitating, and they're just fighting. Izuku wakes up after they had a big clash and a shockwave hits Izuku. He wakes up and he's like, he breathes. He's like, this is no nightmare ever. This is a different type of nightmare. Izuku thought. I used to have nightmares of them dying. Izuku's like thinking, it's like, Izuku gets up. He just leaves. He's like, He leaves. He opens the fridge. He gets something to drink. He's like, he's like deep in thought. He's like, what was I thinking about? This is a different type of nightmare. Izuku just sighs. He grabs the water and just drinks it. He goes back. And yeah, the next day, Nezu was talking to Izuku about the library, how it works, or how reading works. He's teaching Izuku how to read, and Izuku got really fascinated with reading. Like he got big. It's time for Izuku to become a nerd again. So yeah, Izuku, he basically now spends his days in the library. I'm gonna say a year past Izuku trained his body and his mind. Now he knows basically everything. He's like, at least, you might be thinking, in a year, this guy had all knowledge and he got bulked up. Okay, please, come on. Look at, guys, it's my I was about to say fan fiction. No, it's my story. I want to read it out. Don't get to me like that, guys. Come on. But yeah, Izuku, he got more stronger, better. He's at least college level now. He's stronger. He's training his quirks properly. He wants to be a hero badly. He's determined. His anxiety turned into confidence. His depression turned into happiness. And his suffering turned into just living the life. He's just living his life. His suffering turned into enjoyment, excitement. You know, Izuku just happy, outgoing, enthusiastic. He used to be just emo, like he was a Sasuke. Like he was like, I will get revenge. Now he's like all happy and shit. But he still gets nightmares about his past, seeing everyone he called friends died. His smile always, every time all my talks about the incident, Izuku's smile just turns into a frown and he's deep in thought. It's like every time. If this guy's in a battle and someone mentions his past, he's just gonna be standing there like, my friends. Oh, poor Izuku. Oh, poor Cinnamon Roll. You deserve more, my guy. You deserve more. You know that, right? Sheesh. No, I need to stop saying sheesh. But yeah, Izuku getting them depression vibes and shit. You know, his depression did in time turn into happiness, like I said. Izuku, he's way smarter. He didn't copy any quirks yet because he didn't feel like doing it. But if he was gonna copy, he did copy one quirk. The only quirk he copied was Nezu's quirk. He got way more intelligent, so he's more smarter than Nezu. Oh my god, should I pair him up with that smart chick? Forgot his name. Oh, I said him. What? I'm not gay. I'm not doing no gay ships. What? Like, I'm playing. Stop. But like, you know that chick that was super smart? Should I pair him up with her? I don't know, guys. This is a you type of stuff. You got like 4 questions. What his 3 quirks are, and who's gonna be the ship? Because that's all on you guys. Not dropping you guys with some baggage on, but I'm just dropping you with something off, bro. So yeah, I'm making this one an hour, I presume. Yeah, an hour. An hour is good for you guys. You deserve an hour. Wait, yeah, okay, yeah, an hour. That'd be good. Izuku. What was I? Oh, yeah, Izuku. Like I said, he trained his body. He changed basically his personality and all. He's more enthusiastic. He sees All Might's fights and just cheers him on like he used to when he was a child. Izuku trains his quirk properly. Now he's just good. He walks around the mansions with confidence. And yeah, Izuku goes outside a lot now. Now Izuku's like leaving the mansion this first time. Izuku's leaving the mansion. Oh, I think I know the ship. I might do a Momo ship. You know, I'm gonna do a Momo ship. A Momo ship, huh? Yeah, Probably a Momo ship. Nah. I don't know. This is up to you guys. No, it's not gonna be a female Katsuki because I already said Bakugo is fucked up in this one. Like you're quirkless. Let's beat you up for something you couldn't control. Let's just say your mom and dad jeans are just bitches. No. See, Bakugo's a dick. So like, Scrap back behind, and I'm not making it a miracle because I did too much miracle, and you know it. This one is a new ship, guys. A new ship. I objectified Miracle too much, guys. And I know Miracle's like Bunny Girl 100, but like, please, someone else. That's not Miracle. I'm gonna make a suggestion down below of some because I'm not making it a Miracle. But let's get it. Izuku. He puts on shoes. He puts on a shirt. He puts on clothes. Izuku, like, he doesn't take shit from nobody because he been through shit and now he's like rock solid. Stop with them innuendos. I'm playing now. Because I always think about it when I say anything that's rock hard, Kirishima, I think hard, like down below hard. I don't know why. I joke too much, guys. Like, I joke too much. I know sometimes it's not even funny, but hey, it's funny to me. But yes, Izuku, like I said, he left the gates. He says bye to Nezu. He's like, I'm proud of you. You're finally leaving the nest. He's like, oh yeah, thanks, Dad. And Nezu's like, you're welcome, son. Izuku leaves. He jogs. He's like, I feel like getting some ice cream. And Izuku, because not gonna say he got them daddy money, bro. Izuku looks at his wallet. He's checking for money. He got, how should I say, 20 grand is good enough. 20 grand is good enough for the day. I'm playing. Izuku got his phone and everything. Good clothes. Izuku's jogging. He feels like getting something to eat. He goes to this. He goes into this thing that's called. He's looking at. He's like, pizza. What is pizza? It says pizzeria. Izuku's like, I was trying to eat that. Izuku gets in. He orders like a pizza, just one because he doesn't know what it is. They give him the pizza on his plate. He eats the pizza or tasted it. He just puts the pizza in his mouth. He bites it, and when I mean Izuku, he just feels this no homo. But he had that fucking Food Wars type shit. His body, his clothes just blows off. He's like, I'm playing, but his taste buds, like, he's feeling this new type of sensation. Izuku's happy. He's like, Izuku's just feeling, content. Now let's get into it. That was a little filler, but let's get into it. Like, damn, I'm trying to like find where am I gonna place the female in this one. Like, I'm legit trying to think where am I gonna place a female. You know what? Should I just end it now? Nah, I'm not gonna end it now. Okay, Izuku. He finished his jog and then he sits down. Then he finished his jog. He went back to the mansion and then he just sits down. And Nezu's like, so Izuku, like I said, do you really want to be a hero? And Izuku's like, yes, I really want to be a hero, Dad. And Izuku's like, okay, that's good. Should I make Izuku all my successor? Like, well, I have to tell you something. I am the principal of UA, so I can put you in recommendation. Izuku's like, I'm glad that you think about me. I'm glad that you think about me, Dad. But I want to get in with my own strength. I know it's kind of disrespectful, but I want to test my limits. And is that okay with you? Izuku says, and he's like. Nezu's like, boy! Nezu grabs his belt and he's like, boy, you disrespect. I'm playing. No, he's like, look, Izuku. That sounds wrong. I was about to say something wrong. I was like, I'm down with everything you say, Izuku. Lick his lips and shit. No. He's like, look, Izuku, it's your decision. I'm not gonna hold you to it, or I'm not gonna tell you no to it, except if it's drugs. Drugs are bad, Izuku. And Izuku's like, yeah, I know. You always say that. He's like, no, I'm not laughing. Japan have probably low drugs, but don't take any. I know you've been depressed. I gave you like medicine. I know that's technically drugs, but still, don't do it. But like I'm saying right now, it's what you decide, what you're gonna do with your life. And Izuku's like, yeah, I know, Dad, but I hope I can make you proud. Izuku's like, Nezu's like, you know it. They smile, and they laugh, and that's where I'm gonna be ending it because I don't know why I'm gonna say anything because I need that ship to keep going with this one. So yeah. So this is the end to what Deku was experimented on, and I'm pretty sure this is like an hour long. Can't tell. Is it or is it not? I don't even know. But my neck. But yeah. This one's for my my thumbnail maker. Like, he really helped me a lot in making these. Not making these. He's making thumbnails. Like, he really helped me a lot. You know, getting me, you know, more people to join the weebs, you know, the weebians to join my cult. Yes, you have joined cult. I have 4,000 people. You all are in a cult right now. Yes. That's fucked up. No, but shoutouts to S3VN. I think that's how his name, S3VN. If it's wrong, I'll link down below his account. And yeah, see you guys later, and bye bye. Signing out, my fellow Weebians.